and go live. So hello, finally it's P-40 combat strafing mission today. P-40 is available on Finnish server. Not very often you got that. So final checks and go live. So let's check the sound is there. Video is how about the video? And video is there. All fine. Let's join Finnish virtual pilot server. Great 5 hours long missions. Techno chat is available. Let's hope Finnish is functional. And we've got beautiful 4.5 hours of time till next mission. Great. Low turbulence. Beautiful. So let's do some preparations. That's a first mission stage now. 5 stages in that mission. The 5th stage is a combat over the target. The 4th stage is flying from your base towards the target and from target towards your air base. 3rd is formation, rejoin after takeoff and brake pattern before landing. 2nd is airfield activities before takeoff and after landing, and the 1st is pre-flight and after flight analysis. So which airfield should I pick up? Too close? Too short runway? No, not too short runway. Екатериновка. I would say that's a proper long runway. And Vienцы is a short landing, and Kletska another short. So Екатериновка is my choice. And I will do some overhead brake pattern, not only overhead brake pattern, but also formation pattern or rejoin after takeoff pattern calculations. So we got speed from here to there. 2 minutes per second. My formation pattern takes me 1000 seconds, so I will have I need to do some calculations. Okay, let's not be so precise. I need to draw something on my textbook. And use the ruler so my okay I'm trying to do some wind shift adjustment calculations and do it by drawings, not by normal navigation charts. I'm not qualified for that. So my takeoff's gonna be 120 heading, and I will shift by the wind in that direction 2 clicks, 2000 meters there. Okay, that's easy for me. Do some drawings to prepare myself. 2 meters per second, that's quite low wind speed, but anyway, I should start practicing that. And okay. So next I will see so the wind will shift me 1800 meters along my takeoff heading, so I should elongate the lag between second and third left turn. And my airspeed, let's check out my airspeed. Some boring preps, I'm sorry for that. I need to look through my airspeed. I can't remember that. Okay, the airspeed's gonna be 178 miles per hour. That's 287 kilometers per hour. That's 80 meters per second. So I've got 23 seconds. Later, third left, 90 degrees turn. Yeah? Yes. And I've got 12 seconds earlier, fourth 90 degrees turn. Okay. Okay, it's done now. I've memorized that. Sorry for that boring delay. And now let's start actual preparations. P-40 или which airfield? Екатериновка, airplane P-40, skin American olive drab, I like 02 number. That's gonna be classic combat strafing mission. 100% fuel, no modifications. Only my 50s, 700 meters convergence range, and I'm good to go. Start. Oh, that's winter. I hate winter. I hate winter. Such an ugly gameplay design. You're not able to play your favorite game the way you want it. You want to play it. I hate winter. I will not be able to use my straight, minus 28, okay. I need to excuse myself and quit that stream because I will not be able to fly on my standard. I hate that multiplayer ugliness. I will not be able to use my standard straight and level settings because of overcooling engine. This game has got very ugly features. That's very unfortunate. I hate that winter. So what should I do? I really don't know. once in a week you've got time to play, and that bleeping winter. I knew something's gonna be wrong today. It's not 1, 2, 0, it's 1, 1, 0 heading. Anyway, my airspeed will not be, that's airspeed which I took into account in my calculations. I hate that winter. We got very efficient air coolers in this game, so you overcooling on a normal cruise settings. So I'm almost definite I will be forced to use high air speeds. I hate it. I don't like it. Well, anyway, what can you do with that? I really hate that ugly multiplayer. Huh? Oh, I didn't. My joystick isn't working. My joystick isn't working once again. Sorry for that. There's gonna be pain and suffering instead of good mission for me, but since I've already started my stream, I will not abandon it. I will do that. I hate this game. I hate that winter. It's minus 30 degrees centigrade. If some of you consider we got such a cold weather in Russia, that's incorrect. That's a very rare, even in those vast plains of Stalingrad, that's very rare cold weather. You should be such a stupid. And Finland, for that guy who made that mission, Finland also doesn't give you such a cold weather. Why not do -8 degrees, -1 degree? Why -28? Crazy. Those guys who not able to feel joy in this game, they do anything, ready to do anything to revive the motivation. That's an ugly multiplayer. They've got turbulence, they've got winds, they've got anything to make it harder, disregarding any realism or historical accuracy. Okay, now I'm here, my heading is 230, so I'm looking that direction. Obviously my taxiing is gonna be to the right. I will do taxiing and start from here. This is gonna be my start position. I like my mission to be complete, not cut. So it's about 1500 RPM to start moving, disregarding whether you're on grass, on sand, on concrete or icy surfaces. But when you need to establish normal taxiing speed, you're gonna manage your throttle. Some reason you don't have to manage your throttle on start moving, start rolling part. This mission is going to be pain and suffering because of overcooling my engine. I don't like to fly fast on route flying. I think I'm going to have some circling. I'm not used to this icy taxiing runways. Okay. That was a circling attempt. I wasn't able to prevent going out without using brakes. I didn't use those brakes, I would say. And you while doing taxiing without using brakes, you can feel the terrain isn't flat. So when I listen to those Il2 Korea comments of developers' comments that they gonna have not flat airfields, that's a joke. More than 10 years ago on winter Stalingrad, on Верхняя Ахтуба or Средняя Ахтуба, I've been dealing with those small hills and up hills and down hills while taxiing without using brakes on block 3. That terrain feature which gave you those up hills and down hills, you could feel it either on taxi runway and on the landing runway. So after dealing with that on a taxiing, you were dealing with that on a landing run, on practice landing run. So you could catch circling on that small hill, very slight hill, some maybe I don't know how to say it in English, some very slight reach. So now they trying to convince us that's gonna be a new feature, not a flat airfields. That's a lie. They had not a flat airfields 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So my taxiing speed is a little bit more than I need. I do S-turn in taxiing. I hate that Finnish server for turbulence. Last week I've been doing some practice research and development mission on A20 on training server SLT Still Skies. That was a pure joy to control your airplane. I've been doing just the same on what I do on Finnish, but that was such a perfect airplane behavior without that stupid turbulence. Pure joy. And this server gives you turbulence all the time, and some reason they need to do those freezing cold weather. I really do not understand that, but what can you do? Got that genre, very small community, and every ugliness in that community, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna have to. That's Maestro. Hello, Maestro. I know that guy from 12 or maybe 13 years ago. Famous 2nd Zenit Squadron, Russian squadron. Once again, I was indiscreet, that's a circling. My operational readiness for taxiing on snow, on ice isn't there, is very low, you can say 0. I hate winter. Because of, I understand developers probably that was a good thing to do from them. Real P-40 will be overheated as hell on taxiing, and now our P-40 in the game is never overheated on taxiing. So they've set those cooling efficiency, air coolers efficiency to quite a high level, so maybe that was right thing to do. I'm not saying anything, but that coin has got another side. You're gonna have terrible overcooling normal Russian winter conditions, and those minus 28 degrees centigrade, that's not normal Russian winter. We've got no such cold weather. That's a very rare cold weather in Russia, so that's a stupid settings. You always got such cold weather on Finnish. I hate it. So I will suffer with that overcooling. So now I'm gonna need to pick up the right timing for my takeoff. Now it's 8:51:30. In 8:52:30 I will start rolling to my start position. By the way, that windsuck is showing you the wrong wind direction. Famous ugliness of this game. Very ugly feature. That's a great disrespect, developers' disrespect for us. Great, you couldn't imagine the more disrespectful thing. Windsock showing opposite direction. Okay, 5 minutes till start moving. More than 1500 RPM to start moving. Very gently without using brakes. Takeoff heading is gonna be 110. I was forced to use brakes, that's not ideal, but anyway, that's okay. And in 0 seconds I will advance throttle. In 5 seconds very slowly to 39 inches. Start. And adjust a little bit. Okay, perfect. I will. Okay, 400 feet airfield altitude. I switch on my technochat. Take off, wheels up, RPM down to 72%, and throttle back and nose up, and immediately auto lean mixture minus 10%. Elevator trim, I'm transitioning to straight and level. RPM down to 43%. Minus. Okay, I should have RPM on 72%. That's gonna be very painful for my. I hate that stupid winter conditions. I really hate it. Throttle back. So it was 53 minutes 0 seconds when I started my takeoff. Now I will start overheating probably. Turbulence is immense. I really hate that winter conditions, and I should answer to Gimpel. Привет, Gimpel, привет. Я вижу твой комментарий. Gimpel is a very good Russian pilot. He creates a lot of Russian speaking educational videos, live streams. He's very capable fighter pilot. So not many of those players in community. Very educated, I would say. And I'm I'm retarding the throttle, and she still climbs. I hate that winter conditions. I really hate. And now engine overcooled. What RPM up to 72%. My engine's gonna overcool and switch off, and I will not be able to do anything with that. Turn left. I hate that winter. I will answer in Russian. Гимпел, привет. Я на этих кимвелонов я уже давно не обращаю внимания. Это бедолаги, которые не могут извлечь из игры никакого удовольствия. Ну вот я на финском. Из-за того, что здесь есть техночаты и миссии длинные, каждые выходные стараюсь здесь летать. I've been answering to Gimpel. He was asking where I'm flying. Finnish server is the best server for me. Okay, I probably will not be able to maintain that normal straight and level standard for me attitude. I hate that mission creator for that. So they spoiled my precious time. I will not have any free time this weekend. So I will be forced to use high speed. I hate it. This route flying in winter conditions are not so easy, is not so easy, so that's good. I'm not arguing with that. But that overcooling, which is unrealistic. I'm not mad on developers. They were doing right thing to set up such a great cooling efficiency in this game, because you will never ever overheat your P-40 on taxiing. Real P-40 is overheating like hell on taxiing. So that was very nice thing to do from developers, but if you understand that as a mission creator, you shouldn't use such a low temperatures. Of course, you will not be able to understand that if you use maximum power on route flying, because you're so bored to fly now I should find where I am. That's Nizhny Balakley, I guess. Very look at that ugly airfield. You will never see airfield so stealthy. So this game, I'm starting to really hate this game. I'm sure combat pilot will have a lot of things to criticize, and we will argue with that. Jason Williams, but I'm really looking forward for that game. I hope Combat Pilot will be realistic combat simulator, so I will start normal multiplayer once again. I had more or less normal multiplayer in Il-2 Forgotten Battles on Tuman Vayny server. That second Sinin Squadron Maestro, I know him from Tuman Vayny server. No real good multiplayer in this game, unfortunately, after 11 years. Gimpel is asking when they promised to release Odessa map. I will answer Gimpel. Gimpel, я не могу сказать, может быть в следующем году. Я вообще не ожидаю ничего от их обещаний, что есть эта Одесса, что ее нету. Мне абсолютно безразлично. So, let's head south. Wind will shift me towards east, probably, and I should climb if I knew there's gonna be winter, I would better do some Steel Skies combat practice mission, because that's not fun for me to play that. Winter conditions. Oh, but anyway, you can see P-40 is stabilized. Turbulence is quite low. I will climb 3,000 feet and level. It's so cold, you need much less power to maintain the same airspeed, so that gives you even more overcooling. So in real airplane I would construct or design some bypass line to bypass my air cooler, and I would place a valve somewhere here. I disregard that additional weight. And once again, in terms of realism, real P-40 overheats much more, so you will not overcool it. So now I'm forced to use higher RPM, so that will cause higher fuel flow. So my combat radius is gonna be much less. I will have much less flight time. Now I'm transitioning to straight and level. And that's not standard straight and level attitude I use. That's gonna be higher airspeed attitude. And I need that higher airspeed because I will overcool my engine. My engine's gonna break down. Without that high power, high airspeed, I don't like that. And one more thing, I should pick up the white livery. That's a mistake. But oh, that's Brady's. Oh no, that's not them. I'm not afraid of anyone on P-40 so early on. So I would have Maki or maybe M109E, Emil. So Emil is much more capable than P-40, but not every player could use that ability to deal with P-40. So in terms of one-on-one fighting with anyone, I'm almost convinced I will be the victor in that one-on-one. And if you're 1 against 2 or 3, that's not particularly important. If you're stealthy, they will kill you anyway. And I should start find myself where I am. This small town is probably, let's set up 180 heading, magnetic heading. My P-40 doesn't overcool. I should have less power. 20.4 was too much. Let's set 19.9. That's a tricky task with my joystick lever. I'm not able to set 19.9. Okay, 20.1. I should establish straight and level flight. No, that's not enough for her. That's very unfamiliar attitude for me. I never use it. I hate winter because of overcooling problems in this game. I never play winter, and I should see where I am. That was probably верхняя погромная, no? Yes, that airfield and that town is probably верхняя погромная, I think. If that верхняя погромная, I will see Smutnev on my left. And I've lost 10 degrees of heading, that's my bad. Attitude wasn't straight and level, wasn't stabilized. I'm not able to use my cooling flaps. Let's wait and let's see what we can see. Smutnev, I'm not able to see anything. Okay, let's assume we are now 0830. Smutnev is gonna be on my 12 o'clock. And 3 major Zaplavnaya, Bakhtiyarovka и Leninsk. Leninsk is a big town in Leninsk airfield I will not miss. And I can see already I am using too much fuel, so I've skipped already my formation pattern. I'm very sorry for that. I hate it. That's not what I've been looking for. And she's climbing. I can feel that turbulence. So can I see any roads? I can see road, probably no, not road. Yes, my engine is overcooling, I think. So let's do 10. Let's make it even more power, less elevator trim and more power for more airspeed. Maybe she will stop overcooling. I'm dealing with my power settings, trying to pick up the right power, right airspeed for that. Elevator trim settings, so that's Leninsk. I really hate winter in this game, really hate winter. Not because it's not because it's inconvenient to look where you are, to navigate. That's probably a good thing about winter, but because of that overcooling. I remember on A20 I've been overcooling so much my engine failed, or maybe 2 engines failed right next to my airfield. That was a 4 hours mission, and I failed to make safe landing because of that unrealistic overcooling. Once again, I'm not arguing. I understand developers wanted to do something good for us. That's Средняя Ахтова, that's Zaplavna, maybe. I'm struggling to maintain heading. .4 isn't enough. Let's make it 22.8.9 now. This mission is useless for me in terms of operational readiness. So I'm not practicing anything. I'm not enjoying that route flying. I hate multiplayer. Current multiplayer in this game, I hate it. I wanted to play normal summertime mission Okay, where I am. So I should be somewhere 1229, and my next terrain feature is Raigorod and Raigorod airfield. I should look out for that. As you can see, I'm accelerating and accelerating, and my engine is overcooled, so that's absolutely unhistorical and unrealistic. You're not able to fly stabilized attitude without overcooling your engine, because stabilized attitudes are available not on a very high airspeeds. Спасибо, Гимпел, спасибо за то, что за комментарий, спасибо. I've been saying thank you to Gimpel. His Russian-speaking comments in chat. I like players like Gimpel because I hate incompetence. So each of us could be incompetent in things. Each of us could be unable to know to deal with some things, and could have lack of skills, but each of us should understand the importance of competent and of doing things in the right way, and when people disrespect those things, when people incompetent and nevertheless do not try to self-educate, to do any training, to switch to some studying, to grow up, I hate it. So Gimpel is very highly skilled player. I've been listening how he explains combat maneuvering, dogfighting. That's something I really like in any personality, in any person. When someone understands what is going on, trying to do some analysis, I like it. This game with a realistic physics is a great opportunity for such analysis, for such training, for such self-education, for such evaluation process, and all of that will give you positive emotions. So you will not have those positive emotions in unrealistic game, unrealistic simulator. That's why I hate unrealistic things. I use TechnoChat because I need my elevator trim settings visible. I can fly without them, but in my flying I like to do things as they should be done for comfortable group flying. So almost 100% of players, if in my case they would set the highest RPM and manifold pressure they could set and they would fly the route on the highest airspeed they could fly without damaging the engines. I hate those type of route flying, that type of route flying. That's very boring for me. And when you use stabilized attitude flying, that's quite interesting, positive. So the next terrain feature is gonna be Хомичев, Трудолюбие and Трудолюбие airfield. And I'm really sorry for that. Probably I will head to this. Oh no, maybe for this rear depot and do some, try and suppress flux on that airfield or on that depot, and probably I will be shut down, but what can you do with that? But anyway, because of that freezy weather, this mission isn't something I wanted to play, so I will not have any free time today. Maybe tomorrow I will do some P-40 practice flying, or maybe if it's gonna be summer on Finnish server I will repeat my Hours of Boredom, Moments of Terror combat P-40 strafing mission, maybe. And if it's not, it's only next weekend, and that's gonna be A20 mission, so I really have got no time to play from Monday to Friday, and that Saturday was perfect opportunity for me to play. Wasted opportunity because of Finnish server. Not because I don't like winter, but because unrealistic, ugly unrealistic conditions. P-40 shouldn't overcool. You shouldn't have such a low temperatures. You have such a low temperatures in Stalingrad region, but that's 1 or 2 times per winter. That's a very rare occasion even in Russia. Okay, let's turn right. And to resume to say something positive. The only positive thing I see is a combat pilot. I'm sure combat pilot will not be the game we all looking forward. It will be not the physics is gonna be one step down from great battles. I'm almost 100% sure of that. But I really hope in 3 or 4 years we will be able to play a normal game where developers respect the users. Can you imagine you're not able to fly stabilized attitude? That was a 99% of flight time in World War II. They were using stabilized attitude route flying. And winter in Russia, that was at least 1/3 of all flight time. So can you imagine the game which doesn't allow you to fly straight and level on stabilized attitude, which doesn't mean very high airspeed because of overcooling. That overcooling isn't realistic, is that overcooling because of unrealistic air cooling efficiency setup in this game. Once again, that's a good thing for some who wants to dogfight. That Loft probably in 2012, 2013 actually, he was trying that dogfighting, and he wasn't happy about overcooling, and he said, let's make them less overcooling. But some engineer answered to him, but we will have overheating, I'm sorry. He wasn't happy about overheating during dogfight. And let's do that less overheating. Some engineer answered, I think, they will overcool in winter conditions. Scratch that. Let's do them less overheating anyway. Okay, this Great Lake gives me an idea where I am. I am 1827 Малые Дербеты и Тундутова are on my 10 o'clock. And Vasiliev and Frolov, that's probably Frolova. Modern time Frolova should be, yes, that's Frolova. And rear depot is somewhere there. So I should get myself over here, and then I will start AAA suppression pattern. Let's hope I will not be damaged too soon. I will use this goddamn mission to practice some rear depot. So I switched to rear depot. There are no any vehicle convoys on this server. That's another ugly thing on multiplayer. Without historical air war training server, you can you're not able to find server with long missions and vehicle convoys. Vehicle convoy was the primary target for tactical aviation. And this game has got so much limitations still after 11 years. So much limitations, we're not able to place vehicle convoys on map. So I've noticed there are a lot of Opel Blitz trucks and maybe some tank wagons on rear depot. So I could strafe them. I like strafing on P-40 on rear depot. And to do that, first I gonna need to destroy all flak units, all those flak units on rear depot. That will be a good practice for me. Okay. So where I am probably 1925.1. Korovkin's gonna be on my 9 o'clock far. Yes, I can see that Korovkin. So I maintain heading 240. I've lost 2 degrees of heading, that's my bad, but my P-40 is more or less stabilized. As you can see, my engine's still overcooled. So who knows, maybe by switching to combat mode I will damage my engine. Because of overcooling. Real engine overcooled so much will be damaged, but in this game I doubt very much. Let's wait and see. So next terrain features should be roads and Zhutov and rear depot itself. I should look out to spot the enemy. Any roads? I should have some road ahead of me. Yes, that's Korovkin. Okay, if that's Korovkin, I should probably turn right. 255 heading. for any turns less than 30 degrees heading, I use 3-4 degree bank angle. So the next, and I can see that road. Okay, this road probably. This road leads me to that rear depot. Visibility is very poor. Okay, when I cross another road, I will start my... Oh, I can see it. I should switch to combat mode. Okay, auto reach. inches. Manifold pressure. I was too far from objective. Here it is, and I'm starting my approach from the sun. I didn't plan that in case of real realistic game, that would be nice. And I should find out some flak units. I'm not able to see anything yet. One unit I can see, but that's gonna be pain and suffering. Evasive maneuvering. Quite flat surface over here. Thank you, Finnish server, for your very weak flak units. And I'm egressing maintaining evasive maneuvering. They still firing on me. Okay. Okay, set up 1,000 feet per minute. Vertical speed and climb some altitude. I don't know if I didn't damage any of that flak units. And I should open my cowl flaps, cowl shutters. I do not use my standard recovery, standard regroup procedure of climbing, of combat rejoin pattern and climbing. I do not use it because of low flak units visibility. I will not be able to see them. That's gonna be complete waste of time. And those flak units are placed near the trees. I can see you. Let's try and do something with you. Was it a hit? Yes, it was, but that was unrealistic. So my 50s are quite efficient, but not a machine gun, not a flak unit should explode like that. I should just suppress them, damage them. Once again, game with realistic physics, but if combat pilot developers watch that, do not do that. That's ugly, unrealistic. Okay. Evasive maneuvering complete, and once again my egress heading is 0. Let's speed up, climb. And let's anticipate for let's anticipate for enemy fighter. So now my mission is 100% research and development. I do not use any standard procedure. I don't like it, I must say. My standard procedures are good, comfortable and efficient in terms of group flying, and I can see you. I can see you. Ah, God damn it, behind the trees. Ah. That was 88 and another flak. Evasive maneuvering, stay low but do not collide the trees. I ain't got too much airspeed, so my egress heading is 180. You can see P-40 is lacking airspeed, lacking everything with such a weak engine. At least I'm gonna practice my standard combat turn, 45-degree bank angle combat turn, but I should maintain 1000 feet per minute vertical speed. It's so cold. My cold shutters are 5% open and I'm still overcooling. I'm just afraid to close those cold shutters. It's so cold. This is ugly, this is unrealistic. What is that flak unit? Oh, I can see it, I can see it. I'm going for it. Yes, I can see you. You shouldn't do head-to-head flak unit suppression like guys on streams do. I didn't damage it. It was very bad approach. I should do evasive maneuvering. With Il-2 1946 flak units, I will be destroyed for 10 times already. I would be destroyed. Thank you, Finnish server, for your weak flak units. But your 109s, live players, are not weak. I should look out to spot them. Only one flak unit destroyed. That's because of my very long range convergence distance. That's my advantage when it comes to strafing, but when it comes to AAA suppression, that's disadvantage because it's making it easier for them to shoot you down while aiming at you. Why didn't fire? Why? Now I should spot new target for myself. What are those fuck units? This is it or what? Let's do some passes. Okay, let's hope that was it. And let's establish our strafing circle. Okay, my base heading is gonna be something like heading is gonna be 300. Okay, that's normal for me. I should do 1/4 shifting, about I think 4 seconds or 3 seconds. 1/4 is 210. That's a circle in terminology I use, or I stick. And my airspeed is quite high, so let's do another circle and wait and see if while having 300 heading I will be right above the target. If it's the case, I've made a good adjustment with my 1/4 4 seconds shifting. If it's not the case, I will need another shifting, and then I will start my profile circle. That's a flat circle. Yeah, I can see 3/4 wasn't enough, but anyway, 300, okay. Okay, let's start. Okay, target altitude is 500 feet. Very well. Quite good not to forget. Okay, my jump heading is gonna be 090. If I'm correct, if my memory still serves me. Okay, leveling up and climb. Trim down, 2,500 feet per minute. More than 2,500, less than 3,000. And 1,700 feet is my, 1,500 feet is my altitude for climbing. Turn to the left, adjust elevator, maximum -1 round. Turn towards 300 heading. Okay, quite interesting airplane behavior. That climbing was awesome. That was awesome climbing. And let's go. That cold weather is really interesting. Where are those vehicles? No more vehicles here. Not much vehicles here. That was a very bad strafing pass. I didn't like it anyway. I saw only 2 Opel Blitz trucks. I could see only 2 Opel Blitz trucks last time out when I've been watching my 820 mission target that was undershooting with my bombs. It was at least 10 Opel Blitz targets, Opel Blitz trucks. And level up and climb. Trim down, elevator, trim down, trim down, trim down, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim down, trim down. I should climb like that 1,000 feet above the target and then turn, do climbing, turn left and adjust my elevator trim to maximum -1 round. That's gonna be standard procedure. Watch airspeed. You shouldn't be slower than 140 miles per hour indicated. Shouldn't be faster than 150 miles per hour indicated. Altitude is very good. And climb until 110 miles per hour indicated and dive. That gives me standard strafing pass initial point. That was a hit. And I should do some, any shifts. Still, I didn't destroy anything, but I already like this mission. It's not completely useless. That that Opel Blitz truck is destroyed. I could see that black smoke, and I'm already anticipating for enemy fighter coming to advertise me a little bit. Entertain me. Okay, climbing is good. Elevator trim down, 1500 feet, turn left. Elevator trim up. The maximum -1 round. And I should close my cowl shutters, because she's... No. Do not close it. Okay, I was too late on pulling up. And there is another truck. That's a standard. It was a hit, pretty nice hit, but not convergence point. Still some combat practice for me. Why couldn't he place those Opel Blitz trucks? I've destroyed that Opel Blitz truck on a vehicle column, beacon convoy, deep inside enemy territory. That was a primary target for tactical aviation. Well, some reason he couldn't do that. He didn't want that. He climbed it once again. Climbing until 1500 feet, that target altitude plus 1000 feet, 45-degree bank angle, elevator trim maximum -1 round, turn. I would say I should do some 3/4 shifting. I will do that next time. And now pulling up gently until 110 miles per hour indicated, and dive. That's a quite shallow strafing pass. I don't like it. Anyway, that was a hit. Who knows, I probably destroyed that vehicle. They shouldn't be so weak, those trucks. They shouldn't be destroyed so easily. So now I will do effective 3/4 shifting by changing my climbing climbing heading from 090 to 085. Okay, done. Elevator trim up. Trim down, trim down. Trim up, trim up, trim up, trim up. Trim down, trim down, trim down. Very well. Trim down, trim down. Oh, that was too much. My mistake. Once again, standard procedure. Watch out your bank angle. Now let her fly straight and level 4 or 5 seconds, and then wait a little bit more, and pull up. My altitude is very good. That's because of freezy weather. Engine is more efficient. Drag is less efficient. I saw another Opel Blitz truck somewhere there. No more. What's this? Was it Tankwagen in winter livery? I don't know. It was not a bad shot, but strafing approach which I didn't like. Strafing pass which I didn't like. Let's make it better next time. And I probably should adjust my... No, I will not adjust anything. As you can see, I use low level profile while turning. That in realistic simulator that will give you stealth and survivability, a little bit more survivability. Trim down, trim down, trim down, trim up, and turn left. So I need another 3/4 shift, and I'm too far from objective. I will do it by changing my climbing heading from 090 to 080. Wait a little bit more, and pull up now until 110 miles per hour indicated. Then dive. That's already 4,000 feet. That's great. Maybe that will be unsafe. Yes, that will be unsafe, but look at that. I'm gonna be able to hit that vehicle. That was a nice hit in engine compartment from long range. That's why I like steep diving, strafing passes, but I would say that strafing pass was too steep and too unsafe. I should watch. I used elevator trim to keep my vertical speed 0 while turning, and watch for enemy contacts. But anyway, that was a good strafing pass. Wind is 2 meters per second and turbulence is low. And now I should do some 3/4 shifting. I will do that by changing my climbing heading. Elevator trim down, trim down, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim down, trim down, trim down, trim up, trim up. It should be more than 2,500 feet per minute and less than 3,000. And turn left, 45 degrees bank angle. Airspeed is okay. Oh, okay. And I've been waiting too long. This time I will not wait so long. And now a little bit more and start pulling up and then dive. Once again 4,000 feet. This strafing pass will be quite shallow, but I can see Opel Blitz truck. I will aim that truck. Shallow approach is also good approach. That was a miss. Very bad strafing pass. Steep approaches are better because you don't have such a steep approach are better. That I've almost collided with that tree. I thought I saw some airplane on the horizon. Someone's gonna punish me here. Still I should anticipate enemy. I should anticipate 109 any minute. And any moment they could catch me. Okay. Some reason I should do my 3/4 shifting once again. Wait a little bit longer and a little bit more and dive. This gonna be decent approach. That was a nice hit in the engine compartment. The real Opel Blitz truck would be destroyed by that, I hope. I don't care actually if game will count that. Yes, it's destroyed. It's burning. Once again I was too late on my trigger, not 100% sure. So as you can see, not too much practice for me. And once again my jump heading will be 080, no, not 090. 090 is the standard climbing heading. I get it by adding 150 degrees to my base heading. My base heading is 300. That's actually attack heading. When I straight the target, I have I have 300 heading. Okay, that's much more like it. And now let's do those white things. Yes, that's tank wagons. Great. Some strafing practice for me. I would like to do dogfighting also. And the most I would like to do normal route flying, but that's unavailable for me on winter maps, winter weather conditions. Trim down, trim down, trim down, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim down, trim down, trim down. I'm looking for vertical speed indicator behavior and keep that vertical speed between 2500 feet per minute and 3000 feet per minute. And dive. Very bad strafing pass. I'm not used to that turbulence. That's a good practice for me. I do not touch I do not pull or push my stick, only do aileron controls with the stick, and elevator trim does nose up and nose down movements for me, corrections for me. So I use elevator trim up, trim down movements, not push or pull my stick. That's much more accurate, but when it's turbulent, that's very tricky. Once again, 080, elevator trim down, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim down, trim down, trim down, trim down, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim up, and turn left. 45 degrees bank angle. Elevator trim up, maximum and -1 round, and my target should be 300-330 heading that heading range. That's okay, that's fine. Now wait about 7 or 8 seconds. How about my fuel? I need to egress, and I will climb probably. I will not have enough fuel. That was a hit, but that Opel Blitz truck wasn't destroyed. Now I will disengage and go home. Yes, that truck is destroyed. Still, they don't count. I don't give a damn about that. Well, this mission was unsuccessful in terms of mission itself. Very cold, freezing winter weather. I wasn't able to do normal taxiing, normal formation pattern after takeoff, normal route flying. But that was a good strafing practice for me. Now let's try 10%. 10%. Elevator trim up. And turn left. Yes, this is our multiplayer reality. Ugly reality. You're not able to fly that type of mission you want to fly. That just imagine, for those of you who do not understand, you get yourself in a restaurant, they say we got fried pork and potatoes. You say I need a fish and I don't know, macaroni. No fish, no pasta for you. You can start your own business for that if you want that. This is really, really ugly. They say you've got community, some players in the community will do those server hosting for you, will do those missions. Yes, they do. But they do like they want. They like those. They like that food. Some users, some customers could not like that. They could need something else. In any other game I would abandon that plane, but this game I like very much, and of course I will continue. Maybe tomorrow will be summertime mission. I will do that mission on P-40, but that will be very, very, very hard for me to find some time for that. Okay, my P-40 is almost perfectly stabilized. I wanted a very long route flying on my standard airspeed settings, stabilized altitude settings. But Finnish server denied me that with that 28 minus 28 centigrade freezing temperatures and winter weather. It's impossible to set up such a low airspeed without overcooling your engine, even with your cowl shutters closed.